sugar addiction. Is it a fact or a myth? Animal studies show, yep, meets criteria for addiction. Human evidence, of course, just as with smoking and lung cancer, there's some trials you can't do in humans. But the behavioural data all says so. As Rob Lustig, one of the absolute pioneers here, has said, sugar is effectively and biochemically the alcohol of the child. But again, individuals differ. Not everyone exposed to alcohol becomes an alcoholic. So in the same way, it's a large proportion of the population, though, who might show what we could call sugar sensitivity. Some elements of that are innate. Others, though, depend on our experience. And that brings me to another brand new study published just a few weeks ago. Extraordinary what these researchers did. They went back to a unique event, really, the lifting of the rationing of sugar and sweets after the Second World War in the UK. Wow. They looked in detail at the nutritional data, but the moment sugar and sweet rationing was ended in 1953, consumption doubled very rapidly, stayed high, has climbed further since. Interestingly, that didn't happen with other foods when rationing of those was ended. And they were able to compare those born before and after. And oh my goodness, a high sugar intake in early life, 50 years later. Chronic inflammation, 1/3 more common. 50% increase in diabetes, arthritis, 2 or more chronic diseases. This is such powerful evidence backing we already have evidence for. Interestingly, even links with schooling, education, and economic things. This, in fact, is the National Bureau of Economic Research. And there are 2 related potential explanations here, one of which, nutritional programming. I think more people need to appreciate that some effects from very early life really do last a lifetime, and that includes some effects on our food preferences. Because if we want to try to explain this, high sugar consuming children kept doing it. And if for 50 years you're consuming 1/5 more sugar than those who didn't get it in early life, even while they were in the womb, that's important. Now, sweeteners, there's no evidence these help weight loss, and some evidence they might do the opposite for at least some individuals. And animal and some human studies offer some explanations for this perhaps paradoxical link. How on earth could something that has no or minimal calories possibly make anyone fatter or help them develop diabetes? The gut microbiome and effects on other gut enzymes. Now, the thing is, there are many different kinds of sweetener. So again, can't generalize to all of them, but precautionary principle would say, try to avoid them. You will just need to check labels very, very carefully. And when something says no added sugar, particularly carefully, because that's probably what's got the sweeteners in it.